Pull out your dicks, bitches. We're about to compare size. So today we're gonna vlog about the winter and how winter just generically sucks. Yep. Don't fucking flip me off, asshole. I got over. It's amazing what 40 or 50 degree weather can feel like at 70 miles an hour. Wind chills are a very real thing. Yeah, I love riding. I will ride all the time. I've ridden in pouring down rain. I've ridden in beautiful sunshine. Like I've taken it to every extreme except for frozen, like snow and sleet and water, like frozen on the roads. That's where I draw my line of how safe I feel, like while riding. So the other day we had, it's a really nice, pristinely painted truck. The other day we had probably a good, I don't know, maybe probably a solid day worth of rain, and not a day later the temperature dropped from around the like 50s and 60s all the way down into the 30s, and it got really fucking cold over the span of like one day. For me, riding in the winter, I draw my line when the roads, like when I'm riding down the road or driving and I see patches of water that are still frozen that shouldn't still be there anymore. And that can also deal with other like road factors. If it's just like one of those spots in the road where water just kind of seeps out of it, that's where I draw my line of not riding. And when it gets into the 20s and everything like that, then it's so damn, because even in full gear, my gloves still, like the tips of my fingers still get cold. I've got Icon Patrol gauntlets that I picked up, and they are awesome for what they are, like for how well they work and what they do. But this morning I think the temperature was around 31 or so, or like 30. And that shit is fucking crazy. I would not run in shorts right now. So the temperature this morning was kind of brutal in my hands. My fingertips definitely got frozen. But yeah, the riding in the winters definitely has its drawbacks, I should say. Like I said, I don't deal with frozen stuff, so if the road's got ice on it anywhere, I mean, normally I gauge how I ride on what the local area around my house is, and it's just, nah. I would much rather be comfortable riding in the cold than hate it. And if it gets to that point where my gear doesn't keep me comfortable, I won't ride. Because, I commute 45 minutes, and 45 minutes in super cold weather on your hands is not fun at all. So, and fucking the other part that I hate about winter, I walked out to the bike 2 days ago, like right after we had that cold snap, and fucking, hold on. Dude, this guy is still on his fucking phone. God damn it, dude. Hey! Hey! Hang up the phone! Put the phone down! I walked out to the bike and put the key in and everything, and I went through the normal routine of trying to start her up, and she just would not fucking crank, man. the battery was just so fucked from it being cold that it couldn't handle it. I keep getting my neck gaiter in my mouth. And I kept trying to roll her over, and it just would not fucking start. I got so pissed, because it's like, it's at that moment, like you go outside and you've got all of your gear on and you're just waiting for the bike to crank, and it won't. And so fucking, because it takes like 10 minutes to get all the gear on. It's dumb. And I was fucking furious. Like, I almost started throwing shit. But fixed the problem. All I had to do was just kind of keep it on a battery tender at night, and everything was fine. So when I cranked it up this morning, I was able to take it to class. So, and another part about riding in the winter, dude. So, if you either commute to class or you commute to work, if you do anything where you take your bike in the morning or really late at night, it was interesting. Anytime you've got to drive in the cold, when you've got to like layer up and put all your gear on, the biggest thing that I hate, and especially if you do like daytime stuff where you go in the morning and then you leave in kind of like the afternoonish, I hate having to prepare for both like sets of weather. Because in the morning, like right now, it's getting in the like low 30s to high 30s, and that's all hunky-dory if the temperature stays like that the whole day. But it doesn't, because when the sun comes up and warms up the planet, the temperature goes up. So it's like earlier, and my gear's fine for right now because the temperature is still pretty chilly. I get all my gear on and I leave for class, and then when I get out of class, I end up either trying to like put something away, like put it in my backpack because I'll be too hot, or I'll end up just having to suffer and ride like with all of the gear on. And that shit sucks. Like having to pack essentially for two different like riding weathers is stupid. So yeah, winter riding is fun in the sense that you still get to ride. Most of the time you're not really spending hours out on the bike, just hanging out. It's mostly you're riding from point A to point B just to kind of get there. But for me, winter riding is worth it. There's no reason to pack the bike up, or winterize the bike if you're actually going to have the opportunity to be able to ride it. I know some people winterize their bikes because they only ride for fun, or they're weather ride, fair weather riders. If that's how you ride, that's how you ride. Don't let anybody tell you that you're a fucking, a bitch for not riding during the winter. But to be honest, like if you're willing to invest a little bit of money in cold weather gear, grand total of just the actual cold weather stuff, like my gloves, the jacket, and the pants, I think total it was around maybe $200, and that's keeping me cozy for 45-minute rides to and from class at around 30 degrees, 30, 35-ish, somewhere around there. And I mean, like I said, the only complaints I have are my fingertips, and that's pretty much everything. You can't really block everything out. But if you're willing to spend a little bit of money, like one time is enough, because the cold weather gear will last you for multiple years if you take care of it. Like if you're not hard on it, you can ride all year round. I mean, the only thing that I would take into consideration is if it freezes, if moisture's on the road, it freezes and creates ice. That's a no-bueno. Like some of you people who live in countries or in states that are, white stuff on the ground is common, and you guys ride, man, more power to you. That shit would terrify me. I've seen all kinds of photos and stuff people put up on Facebook of sport bikes with knobby like screw tires that race, and fuck, that's I'm good. I don't want anything to do with that. So that's my winter riding stuff. If you guys have any questions, drop them down below. I would be more than happy to answer. And also drop what the coldest temperature you guys have ridden in before. And I want to see if mine stacks up and compares.